One of the key upgrades for the new OnToAir Actions is you now have a central dashboard for all of your actions. There are also a few changes in the settings for more customization. So here we have all of our actions. We have triggers, updates, and searches. Here we have a project tracker base in Airtable. And what we're going to do is create a trigger based on the checkbox field. When this is checked, we want it to mark this as completed. So we're going to create a trigger to start the process. Create a new trigger, and we're going to select Single Record Updated. We're going to configure it. Choose your Airtable connection, the project tracker base, and the design projects table. We're going to leave the view as is. For the fields, we're going to show the checkbox field, the final completion field, and we're going to choose the name field. We're going to leave it sorted as is. Now in trigger mode, we're going to select the checkbox. You have several other options here. We're just going to use checkbox. Our checkbox field is the complete new checkbox field, and we're going to trigger it on when it is checked. To see the last time that this field is updated, when we click the checkbox and it processes, I'm going to choose the last triggered new field. In the advanced options, you can choose to return however many records you need. There are a couple of other options here. Backfill the fields, flatten the output, or lock fields on name. We're going to leave these as is. These are the defaults. And then save trigger details. The last thing we need to do is to enable it. You can also name it so you know what it is. In Zapier, this is the old OnToAir Actions, and you can see here I chose the old OnToAir Actions. My trigger event is updated record. I've connected to my Airtable account, and my custom record is my project tracker, design projects, checkbox field, complete, triggered on checked boxes, my last run timestamp, and also my field completed old, my name, and in the old actions you had to pull in the record ID also. You don't have to do that in the new one. We're going to create a Zap and pull in the new OnToAir app. With the new one, you get to choose the trigger events, and for this one we do perform OnToAir trigger, connect to your OnToAir account, and you do this by going into the OnToAir settings and creating a new API key, which you will then enter in here, and then you won't have to set it up every time. For the app, choose Actions. For the trigger, this will pull in all of your triggers you have created in the OnToAir dashboard. We choose our trigger, and it's already set up. We can choose whether to trigger it once or more often, and if we want to have it respond with a JSON string. And that is how you create a trigger in the new OnToAir Actions.